Season opener for the Playboy Mazda MX-5 Cup. Top three still nose to tail through the S's. Meantime, the car that was running 13th is on pit road. Here's Todd Lewis.
That's the number 6 car of Brett Smurs along pit lane. The team's going to work on the left rear. Some of that bodywork hanging off. They don't want it rubbing against that tire.
All right, the crew will continue working on pit road to try to get him back in the race. And Elliot, here's what happened to Smurs a couple of moments ago.
Yeah, you know, he did the damage himself. He didn't hit anything going when he lost it off the road, but just turned around, slapped the wall.
Trying to get that fender pulled out so there will be no more rubbing on the tire. The Alara Racing entry for Brett Smurs. Seems to be one of the problems we've got here today with some moisture on the pavement in some places. If you put a wheel wrong, you're probably going to spin that car.
It'd be really easy to do, and it doesn't take very far off the line to get the grip to go down a lot. And the other thing you notice is there's quite a few places here where the guys are dropping the wheel in the dirt and bringing that back on the track, and makes it really slick also.
Some of that red clay mud, not very grippy for these tires.
No, sir, it doesn't work very well for that. But, you know, these guys are working very well together, and they've been pulling away. Actually, in fact, the top 5 have been pulling away, but these top 3, you can see how they're not pulling out of line. They're just trying to get away right now. Ooh, man, look at that, bump drafting and pushing him when he got on the brakes.
Now, this is a timed event as we continue to watch Eric Foss from Fort Worth lead this event. Are these drivers thinking, hey, I just want to be in contention on the final laps, knowing this may go 20 or 25 laps today?
Well, you know, if you can get away like Foss has actually done right now when he got a little sideways under braking there, that's going to hurt them. But, you know, you're looking at the big picture, and that's a good finish. And if you're looking far enough ahead, that's what you're going to try and do.
This is part of SCCA Pro Racing season-long system, of course. These drivers contending for the Playboy Mazda MX-5 Cup Championship. 8 races. We'll have the coverage for you here all season long. This is the battle for second spot. Ryan Shimsky in that red and white 81, putting all kinds of pressure on Todd Burris, who started 4th out of Melbourne, Florida. That's the blue and silver machine that you see there. And Burris drives car number 56 in this series. Good battle for second spot. Your leader continues to be Foss in that 28. From Fort Worth, Texas, you've got cars prepared by a variety of preparation companies here. And that, to me, that's one of the interesting stories. The rules are so tight, but there are specialists in these MX-5 cars, aren't there?
Oh, there absolutely is. And, you know, it becomes a cheaper way for guys to go racing, too, because now you have somebody that prepares a lot of cars, takes them all to the track at the same time, and guys get to go in on the deal and have it work that way for them.
All right, a lot of action for second spot as Burris tries to hang on to that position. Let's get down to pit road, check in with Derek Bernasiglio.
Guys, down here in the number 22 pit of Laura Olson, they think they have a clutch problem with the car. They don't know if it's a hydraulic issue with the slave cylinder, but right now, Laura Olson having some clutch problems, and as you know, shifting on road courses is very, very vital.
Well, I'll tell you what, shifting without a clutch here would be very tough because these are street transmissions, and therefore they have the synchros, and you can't shift without a clutch.
Laura Olson qualified 21st out of Costa Mesa, California in that Hoover Speed entry. Up front, meantime, the battle continues to rage. Now the 81 of Shimsky had gotten to second spot. Here comes Todd Burris back on the inside as they come to turn 12. Meantime, SCCA officials are warning Burris's team.
Todd, you got to ease up on the bump drafting or we're going to get a black flag. Copy?
Well, that's surprising. I know they're bump drafting a lot here. It sounds like they ought to be talking to more than just one team on this. And actual fact, it's slowing them down because of the spots they're doing the bump drafting, sometimes in corners and loosening up the front car.
So you need to pay attention to where you'd use that technique to try to set up a pass.
Oh, absolutely. As we saw in an earlier shot when he was on him when they went to brakes and loosened the car up and let Foss get away.
Battle continues. Top 4, Brad Rampelberg now has joined the fun. He is 4th in this running order in that white and blue machine. We're at Road Atlanta in Brazelton, Georgia. Walter Mitty weekend, the Playboy Mazda MX-5 Cup. We'll be right back.